My dear brothers and sisters in South Africa, particularly, and everywhere in the world, peace be upon you all. God bless you. This is Sajjad Nomani, an Indian Muslim. I today appear before you all to express my gratitude to the government of South Africa and to the common masses of the South Africa for their strong, principled and historic stand against Zionist apartheid state of Israel. To begin with, I am extremely delighted at the unprecedented support extended by the government of South Africa and its citizens to the millions of oppressed Palestinians. I thank the South African government from the bottom of my heart for coming forth so boldly and taking a clear stand against the genocide committed by the oppressive Zionist apartheid regime of Israel. In the same breath, I also thank the upright and justice-loving people of South Africa for taking the same stand. It has been almost 3 months since Palestinians have been bombarded indiscriminately and subjected to the worst form of genocide. They further have been subjected to the most inhuman embargo, cutting them off of even the most basic necessities. The actions taken by the government of South Africa are of exemplary nature. They have indeed set an extraordinary example. The responsible governments of the world must follow the standards set by the African government for the sake of peace and justice in the world. I must convey my special thanks to the President of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, who minced no words and termed the genocide conducted by Israel as nothing less than apartheid. I also thank the Foreign Secretary of South Africa for the efforts undertaken personally by her in this regard. South Africa has its own history of long struggle against apartheid and a racist regime. Today, the line of Nelson Mandela has stood true to the legacy through its strong stand against Israel. There is a long history of South Africa's position against the Israeli operation. I find it incumbent that the world must be reminded of at least a few examples. Most importantly, the government of South Africa condemned the genocide conducted by Israel unequivocally as a real crime against humanity. Further, the lawmakers of South Africa voted to close their embassy in Israel and called back all their diplomats from Israel. The cabinet of South African government also complained to the International Criminal Court to issue an arrest warrant and appealed to issue an arrest warrant against the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. Finally, a few days ago, on 29th December, Government of South Africa officially filed a case against the apartheid regime, Israel, in the International Court of Justice. All these are just a few examples, exemplary ones. I must also thank the civil society of South Africa for their activism in awakening the masses against the Zionist apartheid. I must especially thank the Muslim religious leadership of South Africa for their painstaking efforts in playing a key role in this matter and explaining the cause to the lawmakers and opinion makers in their country. I appeal to the entire humanity, and in particular to my dear Indian brothers and sisters and the government of India and the policy makers over here, that they should take lesson from South Africa. Particularly the Indians have a special relations with South Africa with reference to the experiences Mahatma Gandhi went through over there and the influence which that experience left upon him, and that led to the freedom struggle in India, which at last resulted in the freedom of this great country. I urge every peace and justice loving resident of our planet to raise voice against the bloodshedding and in bombarding the babies and women and elderly and entire Palestine indiscriminately. I hope and pray we realize our responsibility as human beings, especially the one with a conscience. Lastly, I once again would like to reiterate my gratitude to the government and masses of the land of Mandela. Thank you, South Africa. My dear brothers and sisters, the stand taken by South Africa has put to shame even the strongest of superpowers, for they have failed in their responsibility to do whatever they can to stop the Israeli oppression. Even the countries that boast of themselves to be the Islamic nations have failed to take such concrete steps as taken by South Africa. Once again, thank you, South Africa. God bless you.